What's up, everybody? How you doing this Sunday? It's our motivation day 29. I hope you're feeling excited and blessed to be alive today, to wake up, to have another day. I'm about to share some little knowledge with you from my event yesterday, stuff that I've learned from, just networking and talking with other people of like minds and, new family. Like, these are the people that I've been following on Facebook. These are the people I've been following on Twitter, the people that I've looked up, the people that I hunted down because they have what I want and they're going where I want to go. They think the way that I'm making sure I think, and it was just so awesome to be surrounded by all these people, to meet them. A lot of them even recognize me from these videos. I can't even tell you guys how an amazing feeling that is to be recognized by people who are just making way more money than sadly I make in like 4 months. So and their income's only going to go up. But you guys, the whole thing is, don't do stuff for money. Money is a bonus in anything in life, because it's the root of all evil. That's why this world's so ugly. That's why everybody's so crazy. We're all, controlled by the dollar. But you can't let it control you. You gotta learn how to make it work for you, okay? You gotta not work for it. So like the quote of the day says, if you want to go somewhere, it's best you find someone who's already been there. So that's what I did yesterday. I made sure that even with no car, that I got out to New Hudson, Michigan yesterday to meet all these amazing people. And here I am, you guys, today, feeling more fired up than ever, being excited. Yeah, it stinks I have to go to work for 12 to 8 today, but it's okay. It's okay because I'm doing something. I'm still moving forward every single day. Regardless of what holds me back, I'm still moving forward. I'm not being that 2-ton elephant with a little rope around my ankle and I'm not being trained to not move. I'm ripping that little thing out of the ground and I'm taking off and I'm going to take over the world. And, well, let's not say the world, but I'm taking control. I'm taking over my life. I'm going to take over around me, and I'm just going to become the person to train other people. And I'm not going to train them in a bad way. I'm going to train them properly. That's what these videos are for. Train your minds right. Train your heart right. You need to get right before anything else in your life or anybody else in your life will get right. Trust me. Once you do it, people will wonder what you're doing. They'll see the change in you, from your post on Facebook, from your post on Twitter. They go from being negative and depressing and, bitching and complaining to being positive and enlightening and motivating and inspiring, and people will be like, damn, like, what's gotten into Jessica, or what's gotten into Brad, or what's gotten into, Luke or something. It's all about how you feel when you express something, okay? If you're sitting there and you're telling people like some stuff, trying to give them advice, trying to motivate them, and I just talk to you like this every day, would you guys really think that I was serious and that I actually liked doing these videos and that like I even cared about how you felt? Probably not. You gotta have excitement. You gotta be ready to go. You gotta move your hands around. You gotta let people know that you're serious and that you are in this full-heartedly, not only for yourself, but for other people. That's why these leaders come out and take time out of their busy day, out of their huge, money-making day, from all their little conference calls. There's not little, but their conference calls, their 3-way calls, their UVOs, their webinars. They take time out of their day, hours out of their day, to spend time with us, to train us, to talk with us, to make sure and help us get to the same page, if not past them. And how awesome is that? When have you ever had somebody, like a boss or something, that wants you to pass them, and how much money you make, and how much success you have? That's not the way, like, this world out here works, but that's how my world, that's how this, the affiliate marketing thing, that's how that works. And you just gotta make sure you find the right fit for you. I'll talk a little bit about that more tomorrow with you guys, but I just really want you guys to be motivated and realize that there are people out there that are willing to help you. All you have to do is reach out and take advantage of the resources. We are the most technologically connected generation ever. use it. You got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got Instagram, you got Snapchat, you got so many things, to be able to reach out to people you've never met before. Do it. Reach out to the right people. Stop using these outlets for negativity and start using them for positive life building, positive personal development. Stop being a lazy person. Stop being that half glass empty person and look at your glass half full. Look at that clean water in there and drink it and feel refreshed, and don't care that you don't have another half a glass of water, but realize what that half just did for you. Okay? Stop being that person that is building walls in your mind and around your life that's keeping you from going places. You're the only one. I can sit and I can tell you all these things. The people that I learned from yesterday, they could sit there and they could tell us all these things. But if we don't take the knowledge, and the notes that we wrote down from what they said and actually apply it into our lives, then it's pointless and it's meaningful and we didn't actually learn anything. Because knowledge is not power unless you apply it. And once you apply the knowledge into your life, then that is the most powerful thing ever. So you guys need to remember that. And also something else I would just like to say, I wrote it down really quick. I want you guys to change from going by your feelings to living by your purpose, okay? When we're younger, when we're in high school or, a little bit after, we always go off our feelings. Like, oh, Ryan cheated on me, I'm gonna go beat that girl's butt and all this stuff. Or, why is he looking at me like that? Like, I'm about to do all of these and all up in his face and all that stuff. Like, we gotta stop acting like that, you guys, and you gotta stop living behind your feelings. You gotta live by your principles, by your morals, because, listen to this, behind your feelings, there could be nothing. Behind your principles, there's promise, okay? So when you decide not to mouth off to somebody that just, said something rude to you, or just a hater in general, don't give them what they want. What they want is to get you riled up. What they want is to get you to try to cuss them out so they can just laugh at you. Like, there's some crazy evil people who get off on stuff like that. Don't let them get to you, okay? For all the positive that comes into your life, for all the blessings that God is putting into your life, the devil is here. The devil is out here in this world, and he will a million times harder try to push negative upon you and influence you negatively the more positive you try to be. So remember that, the better you try to make your life, the harder the things you're going to come across. But you can't go off the way it makes you feel. You have to go off your principles, your morals, okay? Because your principles will end up saving you one day, okay? Because think about it like this, okay? I listened to Eric Thomas this morning, and what he said is, he's from Detroit, and he was raised differently, His mom, back in the day when he was little, if he would have came home and said, like the kids outside stole his bike, then his mom would be like, you better go outside and get your bike and not come back without it, I didn't raise a punk. And would send her little kid back out there to go and fight for his bike. So he was raised with that mentality. So not that long ago, he was in a mall. He was down in Detroit. He was in the mall. He's from Detroit. And I guess a white security guard or a cop or whatever was looking at him. And he felt, he was feeling in his mind, in his old mindset, that why is this white dude looking at me? I'm a black dude in the mall. He thinks I'm about to steal. Like, he's watching the cop look at him, and he's looking back at the cop like, why the hell are you looking at me? Kind of thing, ready to snap. But then the cop approaches him and was like, you're Eric Thomas, like, I didn't know if that was you for sure or not, but I'm like one of your biggest fans. Like, I listen to your videos every day, I listen to your audio every day, I got your book, like, let me go get it, can I get an autograph please, like, can you? And he just, like, in his mind, he felt stupid. In his mind, he felt embarrassed because he knew what he felt at first, and what he wanted to do was just snap on this dude and be like, what is your problem with me? But in all actuality, it was a fan. So you guys gotta remember that. Sometimes we feel and we interpret things incorrectly, so you gotta take time and you gotta step back and, don't always go with that first negative thought. You gotta try to think positively, so if somebody's looking at you funny, they might be hating on you, but just think it's probably because you look good, or it's probably because you got a good vibe. You carrying good things while you walking by, so people just look at you because they're not used to it. They're not used to the shine. They're not used to the glow of success, of happiness, of positivity. So give the world what it doesn't see anymore. Stop giving it what it wants, which is all this bull crap. Stop BSing yourself. Stop BSing the world. And stop BSing your life, most importantly. Like, stop it. Okay? It's time you do something. It's time you change your mind. It's time you change your life. It's time you change from going by your feelings to going by your principles. And if you want to get somewhere, it's best that you go and you learn from somebody who's been there or is on their way there, learning from other people as well, like me, okay? That's my point of my videos. I try to share knowledge with you that I'm learning as I'm on my journey, okay? So that you guys can start your journey. And it's just an awesome feeling to be able to share all this positivity, because I'm not a selfish person. I love to give and give and give, even if I end up with nothing. That's what I've done my whole life, you guys. I don't know why, but it's just like the way God made me. I love helping people. I will give the shirt off my back and be embarrassed because I'm naked, and you know, I don't necessarily like being all out there like that, but I'll give the shirt off my back, okay, to somebody outside, homeless or something, even if they're drunk, even if they're a druggie but they're homeless, they're sitting outside. You know what? If it's cold, I don't care, because that's the kind of person I am. You know, when on my 21st birthday, it was a couple years ago, but like, I just love this. I've done it since then, but it was my first time really like giving money to, I guess, a bum, you could say. He had a big sign on his chest. I was at a gas station. I was about to go out to the, bar for my 21st birthday. There's an old man, and it said, "Retired vet, anything will help." He didn't bug me at all while I was getting gas, okay? All he did was dig through that trash can up ahead of me, and I felt like crap. Because here I am, 21 years old, I have a nice car, I got my friends with me, I got money, and we're going to go drink. Like, honestly, it's kind of a waste of money. Yeah, it's a good time. But I really didn't need to go out to drink, okay? This old man needed something, okay? And a lot of people will be like, oh, he's just going to buy some booze. Okay, that's true. But at least that booze is going to make him warm. Okay, so I'm not trying to concentrate on the negative. I'm trying to concentrate on the positive of the whole situation and the positive things that I can do, okay? Because karma exists, alright? So if you reach out and you help someone who needs it, okay, it's going to come back to you one of these days. One of these days when you're really down and out and you need the help, then it'll be there. But if you turn your back on every single person you see, like looking for some kind of help, even if it's just some words, not even money, sometimes like people don't understand that the power of words can go a lot longer and further than money can. So, because words and stuff, when people feel the genuine, I don't even know if that's a word, but if people can feel the genuineness in your voice, it strikes people's hearts. So I want you guys to be genuine today. I want you to not live by your feelings. I want you to live by principles. I want you to live by your morals. I want you to go by your conscience and what you know is right. Stop doing things that you know is wrong, but just because you want to do them, because you want to have fun, stop it, okay? We're getting grown now. It's time to grow up. It's time to, change, and it's time to be different. If you don't want to live at home for the rest of your life, if you don't want the life that you have today for the rest of your life, then you need to change. Okay? It's plain and simple as that. And if you want to change and you don't know how to change, it's best that you find somebody who has. Because let me tell you, if you want to lose weight, alright, you're going to go to the gym and you're going to look for somebody who's smaller than you or muscular than you, and you're going to ask them for advice, right? You're not going to, and then while you're doing those workouts, you're not going to listen to the big 300-pound dude sitting next to you like, oh no, you shouldn't do that. You're not doing it right. Excuse me, what do you know? Really? Let's be honest. Okay? You listen and take advice from people who have been where you want to go and are going where you want to go. Alright? Remember that today. Remember that when your parents or your friends or your family tell you you're stupid for whatever you dream, whatever you think of, it's possible. As long as you X out your haters and you don't react inappropriately. Okay? You gotta have morals, you gotta have standards, you gotta have principles, and no matter how low other people act, don't bring yourself down to their level, okay? Stay up high. That was God's purpose for you, okay? Remember that. And have a blessed Sunday, you guys.